Coming up, the new film, All Saints. It tells the true story of a salesman who trades in his corporate career to become a pastor at a small church that he was initially ordered to shut down. And the talented John Corbett plays the role of the pastor. He joins me this morning. Thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you, Alexis. How are you? One of my favorite towns in the United States.
Oh, we love hearing that. That's great. Yeah, this is based on a true story that you found out about from your CPA. Is that true?
He calls me up and says, hey, I got this guy I've been working with for 20 years. He wrote a script. He thinks you'd be perfect for it. And I said, Gary, come on, no. And he said, I've never asked you for anything. So I read the script, and 10 pages in, it reminded me of one of my favorite movies of all time, Tender Mercies with Robert Duvall. And I called Steve Gomer up, and I said, how do we make it happen? And he said, man, if I got you, I can get the money. I said, well, go get it. 4 months later, we were shooting it, and we just finished it last September, and now it's going to be in 1,000 theaters on Friday.
That is fantastic, and what an interesting, you're the first famous actor to actually take a script from your CPA, and then it becomes something big. You know, we fell in love with you. I mean, we knew you from Northern Exposure, but then a lot of people fell in love with you in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and then Sex and the City, you played Aiden. And when you walk around New York today, do you get stopped all the time because of that role?
It's been almost 18 years, but it's on 4 or 5 times a day still, so you should see the faces, because I kind of still have a little bit of an Aiden haircut, and when I'm walking down the street, it's constant, dude, Aiden, hey! Yeah, it's like it's still on the air. It's amazing to see the reaction of the folks.
You've been in so many films. Was there added pressure playing a real person in All Saints?
Especially when he's standing about 10 feet away from you. He shows up right when we're going to shoot a pivotal scene, because he lives in New York now, and he's a pastor at a great church called St. Thomas. But he showed up with his wife and son Atticus. We were about to shoot a scene where God speaks to me. So we had about an hour together, and God, it was great. Michael Spurlock is an amazing man. It was cool. He prayed over me. His family, they said, do you mind if we say a prayer? They prayed over me for about 30 seconds, and God, when they were finished, I felt lighter. It was an amazing experience.
Do you feel like that this particular role has kind of changed the trajectory of the path you're on? I mean, you made a real bond with the guy that you're playing.
I'm saying yes to more things now. My first instinct was not to do a so-called faith-based movie where I play a pastor, because I played so many nice guys in my career. You know, at this point, I'm 56. I've been doing this for 30 years. I want to play a bad guy maybe, or you know, not be a priest in a movie. But this script was so good, I learned how to say yes more. When my instinct is to say no, I'm saying yes.
John Corbett, that also doubles as our Wednesday wisdom for the day. Hey, thank you for being here. Pleasure talking with you.
Alexis, thank you for having me.
All Saints is in theaters this Friday.